Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jazzy RN. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. The goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. This company is Progeny. They're hiring a contact center manager RN. Even if you don't meet all the qualifications, I still suggest you apply anyway. The position is full-time, posted yesterday, and the qualifications include 5 years of contact center experience, including 3+ years in a leadership role, must hold a valid RN license with fertility and or labor and delivery experience preferred. I'm going to skip over these additional bullet points, and the salary here is $90,000 to $115,000 per year. UNC is hiring an oncology nurse navigator. This is per diem. Now right here, it does say location, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. The position offers flexibility of a remote schedule once orientation is complete. Meet the needs of the staff and patients. The position requires ability to work at least 16 hours a week, and there are no benefits associated. This position requires a BSN, or in lieu of a BSN, you have an ADN, but you will be required to enroll in a BSN program within 4 years and obtain a BSN within 7 years. Also, this job requires you to have a BLS. Some companies require that even though you're working remotely. I have no idea why. Recovery audit contractor coordinator are in position. This is also per diem and requires must be an RN in the state of North Carolina or one of compact states. 2 years working experience as an RN in acute care, inpatient setting, including expertise and extensive knowledge of complex disease processes. And they also require you to have a BLS certification. Oscar Health is hiring a care navigation nurse. This role requires you to live in these states. And just pause to read. While your daily work will be completed from your home office, occasional travel may be required for team meetings and company events. The pay is $39.28 to $45.94. You must have an unrestricted RN license or active compact multi-state license, ability to obtain additional state licenses, 3+ years of clinical experience. That includes hospital, outpatient, or community-based care management, and 3 years experience in care coordination and navigation. Here's some bonus points for you. A BSN. Right here, it mentions working knowledge of Milliman guidelines. If you go to the description box below and click on the hyperlink, it will take you to a site called Cure the Bedside Burnout. The very top part of that website has a list of over 90 companies that hires nurses to work remotely. If you look at the very top of the screen, you'll see navigation links, and you click on resume tips. That's what it is, resume tips. You'll get a new screen up here, and if you scroll to the very bottom of that screen, you'll see 2 places you can go to get Interqual or Milliman certification. Now, if you want to get the Milliman certification, that's an option for you if you really want Milliman, but just an FYI, the 3 companies I've worked for have all used Interqual. So just in case you want to make your resume more marketable, I would suggest just to do only one of the certifications, either Interqual or Milliman. The Vita is hiring an RN case manager expert, IKC. This is a full remote role supporting Pacific, Mountain, and Central time zones. Must have an ADN degree, BSN preferred, current RN license, and a state of practice required, 5 years experience, clinical nursing required. That's the bedside. 3 years experience in a renal nursing preferred. This is not required. I'm going to skip some of these bullet points. Current CPR certification, driver's license and state, employed with positive driving record, and able to meet requirements of insurance coverage required. I'm not sure what kind of driving you'll be doing, but if you get an interview for this position, I would ask about the driving record. And just make sure for your resume, you add platforms. That's including Microsoft Office, Epic, Cerner, Protouch, etc. And your home office must have 1 MB upload and 1 MB download speed required. This is very small. WPS is hiring a policy nurse analyst. This job is also full-time. Salary is $70,000 to $85,000 per year. And here are the states where you are approved to work remotely. Pause to read. Now, if you live within 45 miles of this address, 1717 West Broadway in Madison, Wisconsin, then you don't want to apply because you want to work remotely. If you don't live within 45 miles, you're okay to apply. The qualifications include BSN, active RN license and state of practice, or compact nursing license, 2 or more years of clinical of experience in healthcare, health policy, clinical research, or related field, knowledge of medical coding, like ICD-10, CPT, HCPCS, HCPCS, and here are the preferred qualifications. And of course, you must have a wired Ethernet cable internet connection from your router or to computer. Just a FYI, not every company will require you to be wired. All 3 companies I've worked for, I've used my wireless internet. High-speed cable or fiber internet, minimum of 10 megabytes per second download, at least 1 megabyte per second upstream internet connection. And here's a website you can go to get the speed test. And that's all we have for this position. Heartbeat is hiring for a registered cardiac nurse. Now they have, I believe it's 3 positions. This is Central Time, this one's Mountain Time, and Pacific Time. All are remote and all are full-time. I'm going to go over just one. And you must have an RN license, compact license, 3 years experience in cardiology. If you have telemedicine experience, it's a plus. Team players a must. I'm going to pass up some of these bullet points. And the pay is $30 to $35 per hour. The next job with Heartbeat is a virtual medical assistant. This one has a Central Time as well as I believe it's a second job as well, a different time zone. But this job is full-time as well. It's remote. And this is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. Qualifications: certified medical assistant or registered medical assistant certification required. 1 to 3 years experience as a medical assistant with cardiology. Experience with providing virtual care to patients. Pass this up, and the pay here is $20 to $24 per hour. Elevance Health is hiring an LPN, LVN, 100% virtual care bridge. And here are the locations. And you can pause to read here. And pause to read here. 40 hours a week. We will require holidays and weekend rotation. This is normal. Most companies will have you rotate weekends and holidays. It could be once a month or every other holiday, depends on the business needs. LPN or LVN certification, at least 2 years experience as an LPN, LVN. And for Carolyn Health Business Unit, satisfactory completion of a tuberculosis test is required. I'm not sure why they want you to take this kind of test since you're working from home, but it is what it is. And the pay for this job is $24.99 to $31.25 per hour. This position is with Omega Healthcare, clinical nurse position, workflow support. And the job is, it does require you to have minimal travel up to 5%. If you are fortunate enough to get an interview, I would ask where you're traveling to. The job is full-time, weekdays, potential weekend hours, or rotation to meet client needs. BSN is required, 3 to 5 years clinical experience. Nurse must currently be working in a large ambulatory office or emergency department or critical care experience. This is very strange. They want you to currently be working these places. Must have current Epic experience, either in inpatient or outpatient modules, and must obtain an RN license in New York. Duke Health is hiring an ER charge code auditor, PRN remote. And the qualifications: you must reside in one of these states, and you can pause to read this, at least 20 hours a week. BSN is required for this one. 3 years of ED nursing experience required. Experience with charge capture entry in the Epic Maestro EHR strongly preferred. Prior nursing experience with the operating room oncology clinic is a plus, and Microsoft Suite preferred. Compact or current or compact RN licensure in North Carolina is required. BLS is required. Next job, this is Health Map RN Care Navigator. This is 100% remote in Illinois. And candidates must have an active RN license in Illinois. Bachelor's degree required, CCM preferred. 3 years of case management experience. This is preferred. This is not required. So you must meet these two requirements. That's it. No travel compensation is $77,000 to $115,000 per year. Included health is hiring a behavioral health substance use nurse care manager adult. Full-time remote. BSN in nursing. CCM required. 5 years experience in nursing. 2 years experience in working in care, case, and disease management, preferably in a health plan, health navigator, or third-party administrator environment. 2 years working in behavioral health or substance use field. Must reside in a compact state. Active compact RN license in good standing. Active California license preferred. Work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, but they want you to live in Illinois, okay? And skip all these bullet points. The pay is $73,000 to $203,000 per year, plus equity, plus benefits. This is a nurse care manager adult, full-time remote, and qualifications, BSN, 5 years nursing experience, 2 years experience working in care management, must reside in a compact state, 9 to 6 Pacific time, and the pay is $73,000 to $103,000. Next job is Sedgwick. This is the RN clinical consultation full-time. This was posted yesterday. Looking to add 2 full-time nurses to their clinical consultation team. Class will start on June 1st, no exceptions. Here is the training time. You can pause to read this and the schedules as well. Qualifications include BSN preferred, it's not required. Active unrestricted RN license. Compact licensure required with 2 years of recent clinical practice. And proficient in multiple screens and multiple computer applications. Just a FYI, make sure that you finesse your resume to make it more tech savvy. And also just focus on what you did, why it's important, and how it relates to the job that you want. You don't want to focus on your bedside skills. You want to focus on the skills that are tech savvy and that are relatable and transferable to the job that you want. Next job is RN clinical consultation. This is part-time, posted yesterday. Here is they're looking for 4 part-time nurses for their clinical consultation team. It will start also on June 1st. Here's the training information. You can pause to read this. Education, BSN preferred. Unrestricted RN compact licensure, 2 years of recent clinical practice experience. Same as the previous job. The pay is $34 to $36 per hour. Telephonic case manager, full-time. Posted 2 days ago. And BSN is preferred but not required. And unrestricted RN license in the state or territory of the United States required. Certification in case management, rehabilitation, nursing, or related specialty is highly preferred. And they don't include the training time for this one. Web TPA, looking for a utilization management RN. This is full-time. 5 years related work experience, background in clinical nursing and patient assessment, RN license, compact license in good standing. Focus on what's the most important. Next company, Spectrum Healthcare Resources. This is an RN utilization management. Working weekdays, 8 hours per day. BSN degree, at least one active state nurse license, preferably compact state license, 2 years experience as an RN/UM, that's registered nurse, utilization management, preferably in a remote or hybrid environment. And they require one of these certifications, that's a CPUR or CCM, or has 2 years of full-time broad-based RN experience in UM with the preceding 5 years. You can pause to read this information. The next job is with Protouch, TERT. This job is an RN Clinical Documentation Specialist, Associate, FCH Enterprise Quality CDI URDM. This job is also remote. Of course, it's 40 hours per week. No holidays or weekends. Must have 5 years of acute care nursing experience. This is required. A BSN in nursing or foreign trained medical graduate is required. Nice. Once you have MS Office products experience. WebEx is the phone. WebEx is also voice over internet protocol. So it's a phone that's embedded in your computer to make phone calls. So if you have WebEx experience with any of your previous jobs or current jobs, add that to your resume. Epic experience. Current Wisconsin RN license or multi-state nursing license. Pay for this job is $34 to $52.70 per hour. And one more thing, just make sure for your resume you focus on what you did, why it's important, and how it relates to the job that you want. Make sure you finesse your resume to fit the job description of the job that you want.